Are we
We are
back?
back on the B block of the Media Matters podcast, episode
Whoa.
203.
Ew.
What was that? Ew.
Why are you doing that voice?
I thought it was funny.
Oh.
It's not.
No. You
All right.
sound like the guy who drives the bus on The Simpsons.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I know his blotto. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You should probably have a cup of coffee, Mr. Otto.
Oh, you've practiced that before.
Clancy. Chief Wiggum.
Yeah?
I got to tell you,
Fancy.
the next set of stories that we got is very Chief Wiggum.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of you can really from the fumbling and the bumbling and all of the missing. I don't know.
The
I
tragic.
really had yeah.
Are you trying to say the tragic tale of love and firearms?
That is right.
Good evening, listeners of TMVP. This is your Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, bringing you the quirkiest, not the quickest, well, sometimes quick, but the quirkiest and most eyebrow-raising news of the day. Hold on to your hats, because this one's a doozy. In a story that's sure to leave you shell-shocked, a Florida deputy has been arrested after a tragic incident involving his girlfriend and a firearm. Leslie Beaulieu, a deputy with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, was cleaning guns with his girlfriend when things took a fatal turn. Wait a minute. I mean, I've had a few girlfriends, and like, we haven't ever just like sat down to clean guns just for shits and giggles.
No, but keep reading.
Okay. It seems their evening went from cleaning up to cleaning out in the blink of an eye. Beaulieu, who has been charged with manslaughter, claims the shooting was accidental. He told authorities that while demonstrating the use of a rifle, he accidentally discharged a loaded round, resulting in the tragic death of his girlfriend. Talk about a date night gone horribly wrong. Now, folks, I must confess, I once had an embarrassing incident with a firearm myself. Back in my college days, I was trying to impress a date by showing off my expert archery skills. Let's just say I ended up with an arrow in my own foot and a date who never called back. Lesson learned: leave the weapons to the professionals. This incident serves as a grim reminder of the importance of gun safety. Remember, folks, always check if your firearm is loaded before handling it. And maybe, just maybe, save the gun cleaning for a solo activity. Stay tuned for more updates on this story and other news that will make you go, what the heck? This is the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris signing off. Stay safe and keep those guns locked up tight.
How do you check if a firearm is loaded before you handle it?
Well,
once you've picked it up to check it's loaded, you're handling it. It's impossible to check before you've handled it.
Well, it should be the first order of business as you handle it.
Yes, that it should be, but not for nothing, dude. Fucking.
And there's a
I was
couple
cleaning it and it went off is the oldest trick. It's the oldest excuse in the book.
Oops.
Because I mean, think about it. There's not a lot of ways you're going to get away with killing a girlfriend or a spouse.
No, but I've used that excuse a number of times.
Have you?
Yeah. Along with no, I was just washing it really hard and fast.
Oh, that's your.
I was just cleaning it and it went off. I was just washing it really hard and fast.
You know, a little boy goes out to shoots a deer with his parents, and he shoots it with a shotgun.
Yeah.
You know, and but there's so many pellets in the deer that they didn't get them all out, and so, you know, one day his father was complaining that he passed. He looked in his stool and he saw buckshot,
Right.
you know, and his mother had noticed that buckshot was coming out when she peed, and
Yeah.
then as they were talking about that, the little boy came out from his room and said, "Daddy, I was jerking off and I shot the dog." That was a lot funnier in the 5th grade,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
you know.
So what about Chief Wiggum?
Well, he did shoot himself in the foot. Chief,
Oh,
I think on one episode of The Simpsons, and that's exactly what happened to a uniformed Secret Service officer this week.
Yeah, shot himself. He was on duty. Good evening, listeners of TMVP. This is your favorite Reverend Professor, Mike Latoris, bringing you the quirkiest news in town. Hold on to your hats because this one's a real shot in the foot. In a rather trigger happy incident, a U.S. Secret Service officer managed to shoot himself while on duty in Washington, D.C. Yes, you heard that right. The officer was handling his service weapon when it decided to go off in its own little adventure. Now, I must confess, this story hits a bit close to home. You see, back in my college days, I once accidentally stapled my tie to my term paper. Talk about a binding commitment to my studies. And let's not forget the time I tried to impress a date by juggling flaming torches. Let's just say my eyebrows have never been the same since. But back to our story. The Secret Service has assured us that the officer's injuries are non-life threatening. He was promptly taken to the hospital for treatment and evaluation. No other individuals were harmed in the misfire event. This Secret Service the Secret Service's Office of Professional Responsibility will be reviewing the facts and circumstances of this incident. Let's hope they can discharge their duties without any more hiccups. Stay tuned for more quirky news, and remember, folks, always handle your staplers and service weapons with care.
So I added a detail to the prompt I give AI,
Yeah.
and that is in this news report, the the reporter reveals embarrassing details of himself. So
I thank you for that.
because if I try to think of something, it's gonna be the most horrible thing
Right.
you've ever heard, and it's not gonna be funny after a while.
Sure.
But if I keep, delegating that. I was thinking today, man, using AI, it's like having a team of assistants.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean? It's just it's the most fantastic thing. And I mean, just look at the graphic I was able to produce just with a couple of prompts, man.
How do you get your foot all the way up there?
Dude, I gotta tell you something. AI has no idea how the human body functions, how it bends. It does not.
Just fold that thing over there.
It does not know. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can come across that full image and pull it up for you because it is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the expression, it's got the uniform.
And I kept this one because I knew.
Is there an extra toe there? Did you block an extra toe behind Media Virus?
I did. Apparently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5. 1.
Yeah, but behind the A in media, I feel like there might be an extra toe.
Hang on. Hang on. You got to see this, dude. It's fucking fantastic. It's making me so happy just looking at it.
Is there a big stupid hole in the foot?
No. Hang on. We'll get to the next story right after I show this because it's so stupid. And I know this isn't, what people at home, want to hear. because
They can't see what you're
they
doing.
can't see what I'm doing. But
They could go to our YouTube channel and watch it, though.
they could go see what I'm talking about. And that's it.
He's holding a totally disembodied foot.
It's a completely disembodied foot.
So when you shoot yourself in the foot, you just pop it off and hold on to it.
No, it wouldn't. You know what's oddly enough, when I asked it for prompts,
Right.
For this story, is when it gave me like these types of things.
Right.
And I couldn't figure out why it was doing that. And then finally I asked it, I was like, can I please have a cop holding his foot looking like he's in pain? And that's it's his foot on a spiritual level.
Right.
He owns it now, but yeah. But the next story kind of is just all around, cop malfeasance.
Well, it's Guidelines Gone Wild, a shocking investigation. Good evening, listeners. This is Reverend Professor Mike Latoris bringing you the latest and greatest from TMVP News. Today, we dive into a story that's more shocking than my last attempt at karaoke night. And trust me, that was electrifying.
Oh my.
In a jaw-dropping investigation by the Associated Press, it was revealed that in hundreds of deadly police encounters, officers broke multiple safety guidelines. That's right, folks. It seems some officers were playing fast and loose with the rules, like I did on my diet with last Thanksgiving. The investigation found that officers often pinned people face down, restricting their breathing, or repeatedly used stun guns. It's almost as if they were trying to make a shocking impression, but not in a good way. Now, I must confess, this part hits close to home. You see, I once tried to impress my high school crush by showing off my stunning dance moves at prom. Let's just say I ended up face down on the dance floor, much like the unfortunate individuals in these encounters. The AP cataloged over 1,000 deaths where officers used force not meant to be lethal. In about 45% of these cases, officers breached guidelines in 3 or more ways. That's more breaches than my attempts to stick to a New Year's resolution. In some cases, officers had little choice but to break the rules to save a life or protect someone. But in many others, the violations were harder to explain. Kind of like my decision to wear white pants to a spaghetti dinner. So what can we learn from this? Well, maybe it's time for a refresher course on safety guidelines, and perhaps I should take a refresher course on how to avoid embarrassing myself in public. Stay tuned for more updates, and remember, folks, always follow the guidelines. Whether you're a police officer or just trying to navigate the perils of everyday life. This is the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris signing off.
What I loved about that one is it was every line there was like horrific shit the cops do, and then some stupid analogy of how the most inane detail in someone's life. It blew my mind reading it. I was like, this is like, I found the magic prompt.
Yeah, that computer just grew a sense of humor.
Dude, well, I think it's because I've been like, it feeds off you what you input it all the time.
Right.
So anything you fed it, it remembers. And it knows why I'm there. It knows what I'm doing. Like, it knows I'm producing a podcast.
That's fantastic.
It is. It's so great. But it, like I said, it's nice having this AI, and the world is evolving like around us.
Every day.
Every day it gets like a little bit you know, further
Weird.
along. And you know, that's what I was thinking about. Like you think about doctors, you know, for
Right?
example. They they got so much time spending their you know, their learnings,
Yeah.
spending all their learnings, but all their learnings are like the past 60 years. You know, they don't learn in any they're not learning anything before that.
Right?
Or it's, you know, it was quackery. So anything before the
Yeah.
past 100 years, you know, but I mean, people still got better from shit 100 years ago,
Ultimately.
you know, just like I'm sure that there weren't a um, there weren't a whole lot of girls named Aisha in the 80s.
Not in the United States, there weren't.
No, right? But now
It's
there's,
become more prevalent.
it's become more prevalent, you know, so things creep into the zeitgeist, like
Yep.
Marvel movies, Disney movies,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, all that kind of stuff. And you know, fandom makes you do weird shit.
Yeah, and nerd culture abounds.
It really does. It's everywhere. I mean, to the point where somebody felt perfectly legitimate naming their son uh Loki Skywalker.
Oh my gosh.
And well,
That's true.
Mike's got more on the story, but I think they're gonna make the kid change his name.
Good day, listeners. This is the Reverend Professor Mike Latoris bringing you the quirkiest news from around the galaxy on TMVP. Today's story is truly out of this world. A British soldier, Christian Mowbray, and his wife Becky decided to name their son Loki Skywalker Mowbray, born on May 4th, 2017. Yes, that is Star Wars Day, but
May
their
the fourth-
galactic choice has landed them in a bit of a bureaucratic black hole. The Home Office denied Loki Skywalker a passport, citing Disney's copyright on the name Skywalker. Talk about a situation. Now I must confess, I once tried to name my goldfish Darth Bubbles, but the pet store refused to engrave the name on the tank. It was a real interruption to my plans. Back to our story. The Mowbrays were told they either had to change their son's name or get permission from Disney. Imagine having to call Mickey Mouse for a favor. Christian Mowbray said, "I can understand if an adult changes their name for a stunt, but this is not the case for a child from birth." Eventually, the Force was with them and Loki Skywalker was issued his passport. The family's vacation to the Dominican Republic is still on, and they're ready to jet set off faster than the Millennium Falcon. And speaking of embarrassing names, did I ever tell you that time that I accidentally signed my name as Mike Litteris on a conference badge? Let's just say I was the talk of the event for all the wrong reasons. That's all for today's TMVP Newsflash. May the Force be with you, and remember, always check the copyright before naming your child after a Jedi.
And also with you.
I guess the claim would be Skywalker. The only thing he'd have to really change would be the Skywalker,
Correct.
because Loki is from Nordic.
Yeah, it's
Like,
an actual name.
That's it. That was an
Right.
actual god of
Right.
Norse mythology. So they don't have. You can't prevent people from naming your kid Loki, but you can.
Right.
You can prevent them from being Skywalker. But you could spell. I guess you could spell it Sky, Skie.
Well, you could, but
WALGHER. Walker.
yeah, but the fact is, if it's clear where you're trying to go, they can still
Yeah.
lean on you for trademark stuff. I mean, honestly, I think the copyright thing is BS, but Disney is a fairly litigious company. I could, maybe.
I mean, come on, not for nothing. How much is that name valuable to this kid? He's named Loki Skywalker. I mean, he's not going to go very far in life.
Right?
You know, so
I mean, he probably has a neck tattoo already.
right. So he's going. That's what they're going to the DR for, so the kid can get a neck tattoo. You know. So what's we were just in the last segment in the A block.
Right.
We were discussing. Kid shot a bear.
Yeah.
You know, and I can never find anything when I'm fucking looking for it. But oh, good, page not found. That's fantastic. Now she had a video of somebody fighting a bear.
Wow. I mean, bears are ignorant, man.
I mean, I think it's a trained bear. No, it's page not found. It's a trained bear, and it was. I think it was like an exhibition type of thing.
Sure.
It related to what we were talking about before, but I'm glad that it fucked me and just decided not to be shown to me.
Well,
Free.
while you're waiting, do you think we could see what Big Daddy has to ask us this week?
Oh, can we?
Oh, absolutely. Let's get into that. That's what we
Big Daddy wants
usually
to
do that at
ask you a
the
question.
top. But you know what? Doing it at the bottom's not a bad thing.
No.
Ending, rounding out the show, and
Usually provides a nice discussion.
He really does. Let me see. You know what? I didn't load it up.
Oh no!
I forgot to load up the Big Daddy Asks. I believe we are on 35.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, if I type in BDA, wait a minute. I know, but it's showing up.
That's wild, man.
What that
we're 35 BDAs into it.
Well, I saw like 42 on the screen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're stacked for a while, but it's kind of amazing that we're as far in as we are.
It's actually 36.
36.
Yeah. All the planning, all the shit I did so the show would go smooth. And here I am looking for Big Daddy. I feel like a fucking shitbag.
Well, I mean, it's rough putting the show together when you don't have another pair of hands on it sometimes. And
well, I'm not going to
show together when you're a motherfucker.
I mean, I'm also a motherfucker. Apparently, I don't.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Erica is not a fan of the long intro of Big Daddy Asks.
Well, there's so many seconds in between each.
It's literally the intro is 15 seconds long. So if I start at 15.
What is something that you think people take way too seriously? I'm going to vote for celebrity status. I think celebrity status is something we take way too seriously.
Okay.
Totally, because what are celebrities? It is a celebrity and he's a trash bag.
So what? Just so nobody missed it, what Erica said was, Diddy is a celebrity, and he is a trash bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that people take podcasting too seriously.
Some people do.
Yep.
Obviously, we don't because we make so many mistakes. We took it seriously. I've worked really hard. Like I was thinking about this. Like I've done it's like 2 days worth of work to get ready for this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
You guys podcast on Tuesdays.
And that's we write on Tuesdays.
But it's giving the show.
Yeah, but then we put it into a compressed form and it's like more entertaining and we get, better clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
Yeah. But you're gonna say podcasting? I really appreciate that. That's your answer?
Yeah. It's fun shade.
Oh. hurled insults at strangers. Like strangers take my insults way too seriously.
Well,
It's the freaking internet. I'm a troll. Come on, people.
No, I'm talking when I when I'm screaming at somebody like as I pass them,
in traffic,
or you fucking in traffic,
at the gas station,
just let me, you cut me off. I'm giving you the finger. Just take it.
in a convenience store,
You don't have to get mad, right? You don't have to get mad at me because I told you to fuck off.
at the supermarket. Yeah.
If somebody was giving you the finger, you would bug out. There have been people that gave you the finger and like a jerk off sign and like a little dick sign, and you were fucking tripping.
Yeah, don't do it to me, but take my shit.
He was ready to go break that finger off.
Okay, we're in a school
Listen,
zone.
the concept is take my shit and like it.
So you don't take your own advice.
No. Take my shit. Take my shit and like it.
Huh. Mike, what's your answer?
Fantasy football.
Oh my gosh.
You're right.
listen,
Fantasy anything.
Sometimes people put a lot of their coins, and so they need this cashola.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess gambling would be a fair answer as well.
Oh yeah. There's a guy that was like, oh, I have to do XYZ. Like he needed a lot of money. He's like, so I'm gonna go to the casino. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
And so like
my world.
his savings account is literally winning at the casino. Like that's
his retirement plan.
Literally, that's how he gets money for like important things.
And some people can pull it off. I'm not one of them because
Can't relate.
of a number of reasons, but yeah, I mean, I've seen people do that. Oh, I need to go make some money, and whatever their game is, they'll go play and rack up a few bucks, and off they go.
You guys, I want to bring something up. I know that I didn't tell you that I wanted to bring something up, but I recently saw this post. I've seen it like 3 or 4 times now.
Okay.
I think like I'm 30 something posted it, and I think a bunch of other like millennial Instagrams have reposted it. But there's like this thread of like memes that are making fun of podcasters, specifically millennial podcasters, that is like not offending me, it's affecting me in the most way. Like there was one that was like, for millennials, saying like I have a podcast is like the Gen X, we should start a band.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And then they were like, if you're a guy and you're wearing a graphic t-shirt with a button-down shirt over it, what's the name of your podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
And there were so
Everybody
many.
Here's the thing is the reason that is affecting you is because you're letting it. And it's the truth that hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once the truth doesn't hurt you anymore, you are free.
That is true.
So, just you got to take it with how it's intended. It's intended to be a fuck you and fuck them.
I'm looking for
what makes them, listen, if what makes you happy is shitting on what makes somebody else happy, fuck you.
I mean, your answer in a nutshell is, you now know a stack of your friends better than you did before you started.
Mm-hmm.
And you've met a series of people around the country and around the world that were fun to talk to, and you've learned something by it. So you've grown as a person for doing it. So fuck them. They made a stupid meme.
Not for nothing. New Stepmoms drops Friday. And Christina, what's her last name?
She goes by Christina Lynn, her pen name.
Her pen name is Christina Lynn. She's an author. She is just a fantastic gal. She spends a lot of time camping. The interview was done while she was camping.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that was like, it was summertime when I did season 2, and so people were on vacation. It's rough to
catch Wi-Fi in the woods.
Oh, who you telling?
Yeah, no, because there was a couple dropouts, but she did a fantastic job recovering. Really you know what? I said it in the Cuddle Time recap thing that we do. This one is probably the best balance between the kiki and the straightforward interview,
Right.
where they were it was a very happy
They vibe.
conversation, even when the topics weren't necessarily
Right.
happy, and then still keeping it pushing along. It was just, she did a fantastic job. Hopefully guys check it out Friday. Of course this podcast goes out on Saturday, so you won't have to wait at all. You can just go once this is over, which will be soon.
And
Soon you'll be able to not yet. You can't don't leave yet.
Don't click out.
All right, we're almost done.
If you clicked on the link for us at themediavirus.com, you can also find the stepmoms from themediavirus.com.
That's right. That's right. But you didn't know that, did you?
We've
We
got all
have
the info
links
for it.
on our website. That's right. We have a website. That's right. And artwork. We're a real podcast.
What were we talking about?
We got proof. I don't know. I forgot. We were talking. Well, no, I don't know.
We were talking about how it doesn't matter what the memes say. Stepmoms is a kick-ass show, and
That's what people are saying about.
Who cares? These people are. Remember how mean you were when you were 25?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember how stupid you were when you were 25?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay. These people are 20. They're young and they are stupid. And that's why
catching
they're
up.
saying, they're just saying things to hurt you. And there's because they think they're being funny.
Well,
They can try to be funny, and I'm going to try to be funny. And yes, I do wear band t-shirts underneath of flannel shirts.
Yep.
Absolutely do.
Graphic tees,
Yes.
button downs all day long.
Absolutely. That's because I'm Gen X. Go fuck yourself. I like what I like. Like, I know, like, I love cargo shorts. I love cargo pants. I know how, like, oh, cargo shorts. No, they're not. They're fucking awesome. Because you know what I can do? I can keep my wallet in my pocket without putting it in my back pocket and fucking my back up all day.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's wonderful.
You can keep a knife. You can keep a nice tube for a pre-roll. You can keep all kinds of shit in a fucking pocket.
You can pack to go camping if you do it right.
That's what they're for.
so can I tell you that when I went shopping on Sunday morning at Kohl's, obviously I checked the clearance first just to look for some deals, which is what I found. But for shorts, the clearance short section were all like 4 to 6 inch inseams.
Ew.
And I was like, okay, so why are only Hoochie Daddy shorts on clearance? Probably because no one's buying them.
Right. Because nobody wants their dick hanging out. Like, we remember, like, first of all, people my age are old enough to remember the 70s, and all of your parents, immigrant friends from Europe came over, and they always wanted to put their leg up on the picnic bench when they were talking to you, and you could see their fucking balls hanging. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that?
It's coming back, though.
You used to see it. Yes, showing your balls is coming back with a vengeance.
Well, it's the same thing. The millennials are saying we don't need low-rise jeans because our butt cracks were out in the 2000s. We also don't need bell-bottom pants because they'll get wet all the way up to your knees if you're walking in the rain.
Yeah.
We already did it. We don't have to do that again.
No. Right. We've been through it.
But I got news for you. Before we had them, they did it back in the 60s. Because my parents had low-rise jeans and bell-bottoms.
Right.
And quite frankly, my mother said the same thing. What the hell do you want those for? They're going to get all wet when it rains.
Terrible.
Although I will say there was a Halloween that I was able to get into my dad's tuxedo from his wedding. It was mint green. And the shirt had ruffles. And I went to the Halloween store and I bought a rubber gorilla mask and rubber gorilla gloves. And I slipped my feet into his platform shoes that he wore with that suit. and I was a disco gorilla.
Love to see it.
Disco gorilla.
My mother just about cried laughing when I walked into the room.
No, she cried because she finally realized you were gay.
I need to go to bed.
Go to bed, baby. I love you.
Oh, I love you. I just found a recipe. Hold on, just when this podcast started, I found a recipe for garlic soup,
That sounds
golden
good.
garlic soup,
That sounds good.
and so I think that's gonna happen.
Good plan. Good on you.
What's Disco Gorilla?
That's what he went for.
Oh, right.
He went as a disco gorilla. Disco gorilla. Let me kiss. Oh wait, yeah, it's fine.
I love you.
I love you. Oh, why did I put my phone in the way? All right. I think that give him an orange tuxedo.
No, it was mint green.
Oh. Let me finish spelling tuxedo.
And platform shoes.
Give him a mint green. I already spelled tuxedo out. And
Take the C off a tuxedo.
keep suggesting it. Platform shoesies.
The
fuck is wrong with me?
I don't know, man. There we are.
Sunglasses?
I don't recall if I wore sunglasses or not. Let's see it.
Let's go. Let's do without sunglasses first. Without. Oh, I was gonna try to create that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, boy. I think this is gonna be I'm gonna replace the. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
The only major difference that that you could add would the shirt was ruffled, had a ruffled shirt.
All right. They're all fantastic.
Yeah, I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. You're really making out well with Copilot.
I love Copilot. I think Copilot's fantastic. I have actually. There's a whole thread of me. They only give you five things.
Right.
There's a whole thread of me just thanking it. It's like, oh, do you want me to do something? You want me to get this for your podcast, that for your podcast? I'm like, no. Just thank you. Oh, shit,
dude. I'm loving them.
Dude.
They're all fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what this gives us. I guess we should include some of these images. Like
yeah.
When
we post.
Yeah, because this is fucking A, dude.
Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. And there was one that was a little more cartoony. Yeah,
this one?
Yeah, the one right there. I think that one looks cool.
I already got the glasses. I didn't even have to ask for glasses.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that. Let's see what we can do. It's always change. That's good too.
That even looks like my hair a little bit.
Yeah. I think that might be the new thumbnail for when I repost B Block in a concise and edited manner.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what.
I'm going to send these to my mom.
Fuck yes.
I love it.
Fuck yes.
I am sending these to my mom.
Fuck yes. That is claymation, baby.
Uh-huh.
That is fucking fantastic. Oh my god. What we got here?
That's fantastic. Absolutely spectacular.
Oh, I could do commercials for Code. I'm using their free plan.
Really?
Yeah. All you gotta do is sign up for it. It's a Microsoft thing.
I got to figure out how to use their music generator then, because it wouldn't let me in there.
Oh, what you gotta do? That is cool.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a second.
Well, I know there's stuff you have to turn on. I thought I did, but
Can you see my mouse? Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. See this?
Yep.
Plug it.
I thought that's what I did.
All the way down. Suno.
Okay.
But you got to start a new top. Fuck yes. All right, let's bring this block home, dude.
All right, this has been the B Block on the Media Virus podcast. We'll be back with the C Block in not so long. And when we get into the C Block, strap in for a Dick in My Ass and Mike Hawk adventure as they dive deep into the mysterious murder of Thay Stranger. With a toxicology report revealing a cocktail of drugs and a missing butthole, our detectives are on the case. Join them as they navigate through hilarious innuendos, unexpected twists, and a whole lot of fun. They will crack the case or just crack up. Tune in to find out. Don't miss out. Dial 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01. Or email us at media.virus.whole@gmail.com to share your thoughts. It's a cold read theater presentation you don't want to miss on the 203rd episode of the Media Virus Podcast.
Oh, she wants to know why you're in the hospital.
Damn it. I know I look like a cartoon villain. I probably scared him. I swear to Christ, Microsoft did something.
Oh yeah, they always do something.